to the midnight sun. Wheels go round and round, you're on my mind. I'm forever yours, faithfully. Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back to an episode of Here's a Cool Uke. So yep, there's lots of products. You can't buy everything, but hopefully these videos just help arm you as a consumer, or you just learn something new and you get introduced to another company. So this is an ukulele from Journey Instruments, and they make some really cool collapsible guitars. I've seen Guitar Goddess and Andy Guitar, as well as Dave Tran from Guitar Zero to Hero. But it's really cool. The neck completely collapses. It's so much easier to travel with because you don't have that big old neck just sticking out on the side right there. And I've traveled to multiple places and outside of the country when I went to Lima, Peru, teaching music clinics there. Yeah, it would have been really nice to have a guitar like that. This ukulele is a solid top Sitka spruce, faux ebony back and size super soprano ukulele with a concert neck. It's meant for travel, it's very lightweight with a thin body, and it comes with a heavy-duty utilitarian case. The Ovenco concert-sized neck has 17 frets, but it has a tiny soprano body. So this allows you to play on the upper part of the fretboard. You have some options for some different chord voicings besides having the standard 12-fret soprano. An active pickup, the sound is filtered by an EQ. It's usually powered by a battery. So with this case, this is a passive pickup. You're probably going to need a preamp if you want to play a larger venue just to give it a little bit more oomph, or you need a little bit more power, or you're probably talking smaller venues where you don't really need one. If you do want to be able to EQ your levels and you don't have an amp beside you, you would probably need a preamp. Everything looks incredibly reinforced. I think this is the best travel case that I have ever seen. It looks like a backpacker's backpack. And so it's not just your ukulele case, but you could utilize this for other things as well to take with you so that it's utilitarian. Very well reinforced, like I said, with strong nylon. Look, the seams look to be really nice. Yep, clips right here. So you could stick a little flashlight in here. Here is another pocket, and this is padded. So it's not just padded here, but it's padded on the inside right here. So I can feel the ukulele, but there's a lot of padding right through here, even as you open it up. Every single detail is thought about. Carabiner, loops, all through here, here. Insanely cool. It has a little rain suit, and that's going to add just that much more protection to the carrying case. It just adds just one more layer. This is the best case that I have ever felt. The zipper is not cheap and flimsy. Everything is finished and bound very, very well. Everything is padded. And I love this. I see this a lot in camera carrying cases, where you could take this middle portion out and then rearrange it and adjust it to cradle the neck. Now, tone quality wise, just individually plucking those strings, I think that there's a lot of projection there, some good decent sustain. I think it has some pretty sweet character to it. It's definitely, to me, it feels a little bit like this. As far as the tone, it's a little bit more like this instead of like this. But that's understandable because the body is smaller, but it's a very sweet ukulele tone, more on the brighter side. When I finger pick though, I feel like it brings more of the character of the instrument out. Do you hear that? Do you think that? Now the cool thing about this ukulele, as I'm playing, I can feel the neck vibrate. And that's important because that's important for the sustain of the instrument. If the neck is vibrating, then it's transferring the vibration of the strings to the neck, to the entire body. That is a very, very good thing. The neck does feel more so like a guitar neck. It is a wider neck profile, and you can see that this is a C-shaped ukulele neck profile. It's not a D shape where it's super thin, because to me this feels a lot like a guitar neck. The neck is significantly heavier than the body. Yeah, you can see the teeny tiny body right there. A variety of hands could be able to play this. If you have smaller hands and you prefer something a little thinner, just you might want to note that. So that may be something where it's like, that might sway your decision a little bit. But it does have really good projection, some good sustain. You see that there's a hidden scarf joint right here on the signature headstock of the ukulele. Now, the higher the joint is, the scarf joint, the more resonant it's going to be because it's extending that neck. So it's going to be more expensive if it's up here or if it's a solid piece of wood. But reflected upon the price, of course, you got to keep costs down. So the scarf joint is more toward the base of the neck, like where the headstock meets the neck. But rounded back, because the body is so teeny tiny, you have the rounded faux ebony back, and then you have spruce right here. I think it's Sitka, because Sitka spruce is the most common kind of spruce that it's more abundant. So judging by the price, again, thinking it's Sitka. That's a really nice contrasting rosette. Saddle is not compensated, but I don't know if it really needs it. I do like the fact that it is bound with actual wood, because it just gives it a really nice touch, a really nice look. As far as the neck, it's not bound. Well, it is bound, but it's bound with wood. I'm not really quite sure about fret sprout with this, if it gets too hot, too cold, and the heat and humidity, but it does look very well finished. Like these frets really aren't going to have a chance to sprout. You know what I mean? It'd be really interesting to see how it does fare this winter, because in Wisconsin, it is so dry and cold here. It's like, yeah, it is the frozen desert. It really is. So it'd be interesting to see if it survives. But it's not like I'm going to neglect it. You know why? Because I'll take care of my instruments, folks. But I think it's interesting that it does give you the option of this kind of cutaway. I think this is really cute right here. So you can play on the upper part of the fretboard. And then it has a pickup. A passive pickup. My little hanger thing is sticking out. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, but we're talking like coffee shops, things like that, smaller venues, traveling, busking, sustain and intonation up and down the neck. It's pretty good. I'm really impressed, especially for the price of this, with this awesome case, with this. This is really cool. This is a really cool travel option. This one may be for you. I'm intrigued. I think it's pretty cool. One last thing, there is a giveaway for this beautiful instrument, so you have to visit the description box below. All of the terms and conditions are in there. One, you have to do something nice for somebody else. That is on your honor. So you're going to leave that in the description box below. I really want this to help inspire other people to do something nice for somebody else. 2, you have to leave your Instagram handle. 3, you have to follow me and Journey Instruments on Instagram, and that's the reason why you have to leave your Instagram handle, so that we can find you and to make sure that you followed all the terms and conditions. So thank you, Journey Instruments, for being so generous to donate an ukulele to a lucky person, and keep spreading that joy and that love, because that is the thing that truly lasts. Okay, good luck to everybody. Love you. Bye.